What's going on, guys? Back at it again with another video. First and foremost, thank you guys so much. The support has been wonderful. The subscriber count has been very consistent, going up. The last few videos have been, you could see it. The views are just going up, and it's because you guys are really resonating with the content. I appreciate all the feedback, the comments, the likes, the DMs, the messages. Thank you guys so much for connecting with it. And like I said, the core of this channel is just really showing you authenticity, the real, the raw, and all there is to this whole professional bodybuilding, sport, lifestyle. And I'm here to provide value to you guys. So the views, the subscribers all reflect that, and it really does mean so much. Let's keep this thing going. So if you guys could please like this video and subscribe. We got so many things coming this month. I just got to say, God is good. The man upstairs is so good to me. I hit a couple milestones in my life. I recently just upgraded my car. If you guys follow me on Instagram, at @NickCoey_. If you haven't already, there's a link in the bio. But I try not to be flashy, guys. It's not about the car. The car is a representation of the dream that I've had since being a young kid pursuing the sport from 23 years old. I gave up one dream to pursue another. A lot of you guys don't know this, but I gave up medical school, a full ride scholarship, to become a doctor, to pursue bodybuilding. I was every Asian American's dream kid, graduating top of his class in college, full ride scholarship to go to med school, great grades, everything. I gave all that up to pursue this dream. I am the living embodiment of really what the American dream, I think, is about. And it's the struggle, the sacrifice, the hard work, and it gets rewarded at the end of the day, right? I want to give a really special shout out to my brand new videographer, Dron. So fotos.by.dron is his Instagram. I'm going to link his stuff down below here as well. Please take a look at some of his B-roll shots here. He does amazing work. Guys, I want to elevate the content. I want to make sure that we're providing the best value to you guys so you guys enjoy watching it. His style really matches what I was looking for. And also want to say that, things change. I love and respect my friend Andrew, 97 Media. I will not go into detail about that, about what happened, but nothing personal. It's just business. Things happen and things need to change. So please still support Andrew. He did great work. But now we're on to another chapter with the channel. I'm excited to see what me and Dron can do here, content production-wise. But I don't want to make this intro too long. I want to get right into the training today. I feel good. We have a really big high day today. I'm still eating 700 grams of carbs on my refeed days. And I'm not saying that to gloat, man. I really dislike when people in this sport and everything start to flaunt how much they're eating. Let me tell you this. Let me set this precedent real quick. Nobody cares. Nobody cares how much stuff you take, what you're eating, how much cardio, how much weight you lift, the struggle, the sacrifice you did to get on that stage. They just care about, the judges just actually care about what look you're bringing. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think that a lot of people get too tied to showing off like, oh, I'm eating 1,200 grams of carbs on my high day. I got 3 high days in a row. And it's cool to show the process. But one thing I don't do on this channel is do those full days of eating all the time and things like that, because that side of things is so individualized. And I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea and just copy me and things like that. Training is one thing. You guys can copy and try to emanate the training, learn a lot from my training style, learn a lot from my training philosophy, watch me train, see how I move. But as far as the eating stuff, it's not going to work for you, right? Nutrition, supplementation, all that other side of it, you guys got to really get into the nitty gritty. And I might evolve the channel and might take that in a direction to really teach more on that end. We'll see. I'm not going to say any no's to that. But as of right now, the centric focus is obviously the process in here in the gym mainly. You guys get to see the condition, the changes there, and just continue to update you guys on what's going on both in and out of prep. So again, today's a high day. I feel great. Energy's kind of up, mood's kind of up. I'm very blessed and fortunate with everything that's going on in my life right now. And I'm gonna end off this intro saying, guys, I have really big sponsorship announcements coming this month, so please stay tuned for that. I've been dreaming, hoping for these moments to come, and again, things are aligning in my life for those things to happen. So I'm not gonna put my eggs before they hatch. I'm gonna save it in due time. We'll announce it on these videos. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, stay tuned, stay updated. Lots of great things coming your way. I'm super excited for it. So let's get into training today. We're gonna be hitting push day. I'm gonna be chiming in a little bit on, because I am getting close to the show here, about some insights about how to upkeep training, what to be looking for in your training right now, this close to a show or at this stage of prep, some do's and don'ts. So stay tuned throughout the video, but mainly watch how I train, watch how I perform, and let's get after some more great changes. Another week of prep under our belt and more to come. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, so one of my favorite pieces of NewTech equipment here. I've been really running this. I switched it up about 6 weeks ago, I would say. This has been a core movement of mine. The reason being is because, you know, when your joints and stuff get achy in prep and you're grabbing dumbbells and you're using machines, wrists and elbows for me typically, especially as I get heavier and I'm raising a lot of weight, they start to wear and tear. This one allows you to be seated so you're braced, right? You're taking your core out of it, taking any momentum out of it. And the way this machine sits and how it moves, it sits here on the upper arm, so you can really just get that engagement through that lateral raise motion without jeopardizing or compromising joints at all. So that's why I've really fundamentally put it at the beginning of my training, and it's been one of my core lateral raise movements. And I would say my shoulders have improved for sure throughout this prep. I haven't really lost any tissue, guys. You know, I posted an update yesterday. Today is what, Tuesday, May 5th or 6th, or May 5th. And I posted an update yesterday. The quality of my physique this time around is so different. Like, I'm not withering away as I was last prep. I'm holding on to that muscular density. And that's why I'm so excited to really just land this plane, do it right, take the time necessary, and bring my all-time best look to stage. And I think I'll be a contender to win any show at that point. So like I said, I feel really good today. We're just gonna get right into it. When you guys are doing repeated exercise week in and week out, session to session, you're building expertise upon it. You have the movement patterns down. That's where that advantage comes in here when you're in prep, because then you're not wasting energy. I can go directly into a working set, get the most out of it, move on, make the best use of this refeed, not dig myself a hole, recover, get better, fill out the physique, and continue to push. So it doesn't expose me to overreaching or over depleted, losing any muscle tissue. And like I said, from last prep to this prep, I'm not falling into that trap again. I'm learning from that experience, and it's really producing a much different look, much different outcome, both in and out of the gym with my performance and everything. So first working set here. So nothing special in here, guys. Just a scoop of intra-carbs, some EAAs. I don't really like to do that much intra-carb. Find that, you know, anything above like 30 grams of carbs intra-workout kind of makes my stomach a little bit, I wouldn't say upset, but just gassy a little bit. So like 25, 30 grams is perfect sweet spot for me. Oh. So something the key to watch out for right there was, especially at this stage of prep, I'm not really trying to force myself to do any forced repetitions. I stop when I hit that mechanical failure point where I know, because I've been repeating this exercise, I know when I hit that point where I have to ever compensate, like use momentum, shift my body, I cut it. Because those reps after are not netting me the same return as perfectly executed reps. And on refeed days like this, it's not about how much more I can do. It's about using what I'm doing to propel me forward, to give me more momentum. And that's where I think fundamentally a lot of people go wrong. They get all willy-nilly about refeeds. They're like, I'm gonna go in and have a slaughter of a gym session. And it doesn't serve its purpose. They actually, not necessarily burn through the food, but they dig themselves even more of a recovery debt. And what they're doing is not serving its purpose. So what'd you eat the food for? And they go in the next day, and then their sessions after that. It's like my sessions after this, if I do this right, I know it's gonna carry me the rest of this week, and it's gonna catapult me to a new low next week. That's what the purpose of these things are for. Not to overreach, not to overstimulate, not to train harder, just sort of sake of training harder. But it's that lived experience, guys, that makes a difference, It's not just, I'm gonna go in the gym and work. How are you doing work? What's the quality of that work? Another lesson here for you guys, lots of value right away. I wouldn't do these back off sets because I was kind of like, I don't know, just feeling myself in the wrong type of way. And I would just do straight kind of working sets here. The purpose of a back off is because I'm in a recovery debt. I'm in a deficit. I'm trying to lose body fat. My recovery resources are not as high. I want to net a stronger return for my stimulus. So these back off sets serve as that point where I'm still getting high quality stimulus for not as much fatigue accrual, because I've already exhausted the muscle with 2 working sets prior, both 80 and 85 kilos respectively. 85 being actually new weight. I didn't touch that until just now. So that's a huge win. Now I'm backing off to 75 kilos. I'm gonna be shooting for around the same reps. I'm not just gonna be trying to bust out, 5 plus more reps. Same execution parameters, slow, controlled, tax the muscle. Once I mechanically fail, I'm done. But it's still gonna get me more of that stimulus that I need to not only keep the muscle, but keep the physique improving. So why chest flies first? The mentality behind that is netting the highest stimulus. Because I'm so strong, and I mean that humbly, that sometimes, especially at this stage in prep where Again, joints getting drier, a little bit achy. I'd much rather do something that's going to pre-stimulate the muscle without overloading, so that when I do get to the heavier loading, I don't have to use as much weight to net the same stimulus. That's where fundamentally bodybuilding training differs from just getting in here, ego lifting or powerlifting. I'm lifting weight in respect to what's gonna net me the most stimulus and return for what I'm putting into the movement. I could care less about how much weight I lift. It's simply but a measure of progress, performance, and making sure I'm hitting those progressive overload attributes over time. But again, there's a time and place for everything. You know, in my off seasons, when I'm eating plenty, I'm a little bit thicker, heftier, I can bear that load. I love lifting heavy weight as much as the next guy. But here and now, when I'm really trying to refine the physique, it's all intentional. There's a purpose behind everything that I do. So especially with my chest and then flies, I do have some tightness here. So this machine is great, man. That's why I preach NewTech machines, because how versatile and adjustable they are. Not just because I'm an athlete for them, but literally I am an athlete because I believe in the brand. So again, with all the sponsors coming, I've held off on sponsorship for a long time. And there's a really big reason behind that. I'm not gonna align myself with individuals, people, companies that I don't do my due diligence first to see who they are, what they're about, what they can do. You know, because I truly believe in them when I align myself with them. Too often times, man, in this industry, it's like on to the next. When I support something, guys, when I say somebody like Dron behind the camera here, I really admire their work, I mean it. I want my word and my value to mean something to you guys when you guys watch the videos or when I tell you about something. So if you guys ever get a chance to try NewTech machines, go in there, try them yourself. So versatile, so adjustable, they move smooth. It's a big part of the reason why I was able to progress my physique the way it is, because I've had them here throughout my off season and in prep. And don't hesitate to message me. If you guys want to buy NewTech equipment, I'm not a salesman, but I'll point you in the right direction for sure. So first working set here, we'll do 2 sets and we'll keep going. All right, that's 2. On to the next. All right, quick pro tip for you guys that have problems lining up a bench. So I bring the bar all the way down so I can look where the bench is in respect to the bar, if it's in the middle or not. I see so often guys will be off kilter, off center. That's how injuries happen. That's how you build asymmetries. So next time you're setting up an incline bench on a Smith machine, drop the bar down first, pull the bench close to you, stand in the middle, and then you can kind of measure with the markings on the bar where you want the bench to be exactly. So because I already primed my chest with some flies, you're gonna see that warm-up was really efficient. Just really priming the movement pattern, setting the bench, working my way up gradually to this. So again, it's all about that mitigation of wasted expenditure. Get in here, be efficient, get what you need to be doing done, stimulate the muscle, rinse, repeat. Let's be great. Come on. Boom. I'll take that. I'll take that. That was 10 last week, 11 this week. Not every session will be your best session, guys. But it's how you react, how you respond, how you prepare yourself on the daily to set yourself up for success in these sessions. That's why I come here. I'm so focused. I don't even wear headphones. I don't train with music. It's all purposeful. It's not trying to be hardcore and that. It's just because I'm in the process. I'm not focusing on what's playing in my ears or any of that. You guys saw me, I was sat there almost meditating, thinking about, okay, 10 last week. Let's at least match it. Let's be great. And what do you know? I got 11. But it's in those moments that you find gratitude because you thank yourself. You thank yourself for the work that you're putting in. Because that's what this is. It's a reflection. A reflection of your choices, your habits, your structure, your discipline. And hey, we all got our bad sessions. If you got a bad session, reflect. What can you be doing better outside the gym to enable yourself to be your best and highest self in here? Because when you conquer yourself in here, everything else outside, I promise you, gets easier.
Video.
No, it's all good.
Say what's up,
You are a compliment to my video, Devin.
Awesome.
Hey, people, you got to meet my bro, Devin, here, dude. I appreciate this guy so much because the dude never comes in here without a smile on his face, some good energy. It's really helped me this prep, man. It really helped me this prep. I see him, I smile. We always say what's up. Never has bad attitude. And you can't believe what this guy went through, man. Like, I got no fucking problems, you know, and he's still in here busting his ass. So much respect to this guy, bro. Hey, shout out your Instagram, bro. What's your Instagram?
At Devin_bodybuilding. Follow me, follow along with the journey, and get to know me.
All right, bro.
Good seeing you, bro.
Out of respect for him, I'm just going to tell you kind of blanketly what he's been through. He had some heart conditions that basically stopped him from being able to compete. Doctor told him he had like 6 months to live. And again, thank you to God, thank you to man upstairs. Like, the guy pushed through it. Got no other choice. When people give you that timeline, it's like, what do you choose? Do you choose to let's lay down and choose to give in? Or you choose to live? So, it's cool to see guys like him walk around and just never not have a smile on his face, work through whatever issue they got, still be bodybuilding. So, as much as you guys draw inspiration from me, it's likewise. I draw inspiration from you guys. There's so many stories out there that are wonderful. And it just makes my problems. Dude, I live the fucking dream. So, I got no complaints. That's why I try so damn hard every single day. No problems, just more work to do. All right, so we got one last set here that's gonna finish off chest. Do a back off. The reason why I love this machine is because it nets such a high value of return. Super safe, resistance profile is great. The loading is exceptional. And you really get a lot out of it without fatiguing yourself too much. And it's all straight to that chest. And to finally put this question to bed, man, I don't know how many times. And believe me, I love the questions, but I figured I'd finally answer it. People asking me how I grow my shoulders. Why don't I ever do any overhead pressing? Guys, with the amount of pressing that I do on a weekly basis with my training, from the incline presses to this horizontal press, to more pressing on my upper day, I'm getting way more than enough front delt stimulation that I don't need to be doing any overhead press just to target the front delt. I'd much rather allocate that time to lateral delts, rear delts, because the shoulder is comprised mainly of 3 delt heads: the front, the lateral and the rear. So I see guys with huge front delts, lagging chests, lagging lateral delts. So if you're pressing right and you're pressing with enough volume, incline, horizontal, you don't necessarily have to do an overhead press. I think it does have its place though early in training. If that's a lagging part for you, like let's say you have an overdeveloped chest and your shoulders are lagging, maybe backing off a little bit of chest work and just doing a strict overhead press to catch that area up. But hopefully that helps you guys out there, because a lot of people are like, we see your delts are so developed, but you don't ever do any overhead pressing. It's also years of training, guys. I didn't just build my physique in a day. It's compounded over time to get me to this point, and now, because of the way it's developed, I'm training strategically to continue that development in the right way. To be competitive, not to overdevelop certain areas, to keep that nice balance and symmetry. Not just coming to the gym. There is so much purpose behind everything that I do. And that is a level of detail that I truly bring to clients that I work with. That is what goes into that physique development that you guys see on Instagram that I post, my clients' transformations. I'm constantly analyzing, critiquing, ensuring that they're developing the right way. Now we're going to touch up a little more laterals. Do an incline bench lateral raise. I love this movement because, again, high return of stimulus, and you get so much out of it because the way it's set up, right? And you'll see when I want the incline bench. When you have the dumbbells down your sides here, you get such a lengthened position on that lateral, and it's just so isolated because you're laying back. You can't be kipping or any of that. So it's a really great kind of intermediate lateral movement to throw in the middle of your workout. The way I have this push day set up. And then we just finished intra-carbs. Guys, when you're drinking intra-carbs, you want to be finishing at about 3/4 of the way through your workout so the carbs continue to push through the muscle as you finish your workout. I see so many guys walking out with half their jugs and their carbs are there. It's like you just missed out on a huge window there, because now you're going to finish your intra-workout carbs, then you're going to go home and eat your post-workout meal, and it's like two coinciding windows, just making things inefficient. That's another pro tip for you guys. As I lay back, watch how stretched out that delt gets right there. I'm laying my posture, keep my chest up, and I'm just gonna raise. See how the pump's looking. Definitely getting harder. This is a misconception a lot of you guys have, is that high days immediately translate. I came in here with a lot of good energy. Yes, that's undeniable. But a lot of that is like the chemical effect to the brain and the dropping of cortisol, because I'm kind of allowing my body, that psychological factor, you're like, oh, I'm getting a refeed today. That has just as much of a dramatic effect as the food itself does. But from a physiological standpoint, it takes time, guys. The meals you eat, like the first two I had before training, can only do so much. It's more of a psychological, chemical effect, lowering cortisol, that kind of bumps my mood up. The physiological stuff happens in the next 48 hours. So what you see right now, yeah, pump's decent, physical condition, a little bit of life brought back to the physique, mainly from the cortisol drop. But it's over the next few days that's going to catapult me forward, like I talked about in the beginning of the video. And that's what I'm excited for. The sleep tonight is going to be immaculate. Get up tomorrow, feel refreshed. Rinse, repeat, get after the cardio again, and continue the process. I got more. I'm just gonna do a slight rest pause here. Reps are kind of getting a little sloppy. Guys, I got a bad right shoulder. I've said this many times. So sometimes I got to be really cognizant to keep things even and symmetrical. Tricep time. And then that's it. Short one, in and out here today. Very efficient. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the video thus far. Again, I've been asking this a lot throughout the video, but please subscribe and like the video. It really means a lot. Leave a comment. What do you guys want to see more? Leave a comment if what I told you in this video thus far has really helped you. Share any more insights that you guys want to hear about. I've actually answered a lot of kind of dying questions you guys have had. I hope you guys get more of an understanding of the nuances of prep, like just the real, the raw. Again, I think there's no secrets, guys. This process is not shrouded in mystery. It's just a lot of misinformation. A lot of people out there trying to tout things that just make it seem like so mystical and so out there, so complicated. Here, you'll only find the real, the raw, and the truth. That's it. Because I could tell you till I'm blue in the face all the secrets there is, but it's nothing if you don't know how to apply it, or have the discipline, the consistency, the actionable, repeated habits, the structure to apply it. And I know a lot of you guys out there are intimidated to work with me, but believe me, if you guys want that next level of thought, processing, teaching, mentorship, you guys want to know exactly what I know, inquire. Let's talk. Let's see if we're a good fit to work together. I want to teach you everything I got to know. So arms is one of the point of feedback that I got last year that could come up. I'm happy they came up. It just makes especially in classic physique, it just makes the whole physique. I mean, look at Ramon Dino. He's one of the best arms in the league. He's got some crazy arms. Just makes the whole physique look more complete. Comment down below. Would you guys rather have the best arms or the best legs? Let's make it a little bit interesting. Let's say you can have a 10 out of 10 on arms. Perfect arms. And let's say like a 7 to 8 on legs. They're not bad. They match, but they're not like a 10, right? Or would you rather have a 10 legs, 7 to 8 arms? I know where I'm going. 10 arms for sure. All right, guys, so last set here, and we'll call it. Let's finish out this workout strong. Give you guys a proper sign off. All right, you guys. That was another solid session in the books. Can't tell you guys the gratifying feeling I have knowing my preparation is pairing off, coming here and seeing that translate into real-time effort, real-time performance. I can't tell you how addicting that becomes, especially when I coach athletes and show them the true process. They get to see what it's really like being an athlete in this sport, seeing how their work outside the gym translates directly into here, translates into their results. It's a beautiful thing, guys. But yeah, very excited for this video to come together. Again, my man Dron behind the camera. We're gonna be cooking up something special this month. I'm excited to continue to work with them. This is only the beginning. And again, please stay tuned. More videos to come and big announcements on the way. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and I'll catch you guys around. I'll be on stage here pretty soon, so don't miss out. Peace.